Praises go to Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shah, Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Kukrakadash. Praise your holy name. You're so beautiful and worthy to be praised. And this is, blessed is the man that has a virtuous wife. Virtuous, possessing good moral qualities, having good moral qualities and behavior, conforming to moral and ethic principles, morally excellent, upright, of good quality, moral strength, good, righteous, goodness, worth, courage, having excellent moral character, virtuous, having or showing moral standards. A virtue is a trait of quality that is deemed to be a moral good and thus is valued as a foundation of principle and good moral being. Personal virtue are characteristics valued as promoting collective and individual greatness. In other words, it is a behavior that shows high moral standards. Woman, adult female, human, female person, female servant. So blessed is the man that has a virtuous wife. She's going to have all these characteristics. And like they say, it's like a needle in a haystack to find one of those, but it's not really you finding one of those. It's blessed is you. Blessed is the man. The Most High supplies you with her. You know, she's a gift from the Lord, from Yahweh by Yahweh Shah. Our first precepts are Sirach 26, 1 through 4. Blessed is the man that have a virtuous wife, for the number of his days shall be doubled. A virtuous woman rejoices her husband, and he shall fulfill the years of his life in peace. A good wife is a good portion, which shall be given in the portion of them that fear Yahweh by Yahweh Shah. Whether a man be rich or poor, if he has a good heart towards Yahweh by Yahweh Shah, he shall at all times rejoice with cheerful countenance. Sirach 26, 13 through 16. The grace of a wife delights her husband, and her discretion will fatten his bone. A silent and loving woman is a gift of Yahweh by Yahweh Shah, and there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed. A shamefaced and faithful woman is a double grace, and her countenance mind cannot be valued. As the sun when it arises in the high heavens, so is the beauty of a good wife in the ordering of her house. So ain't nothing like a virtuous woman, you know. She brings sunshine, you know. She brings good vibes to the house. And she helps her husband be at peace. Sirach 26 and 26. A woman that honors her husband shall be judged wise of all. So a woman that honors her husband shall be judged as wise, you know. You know, we know these ghetto females, you know, they want to argue all the time with their husband. They, you know, they won't even talk for them, you know, but they don't want to honor them. That's the last thing they want. They want honor, but they don't want to give honor. Genesis 2:18 through 24. And Yahweh by Yahweh Shai said, it is not good that man should be alone. I will make him a helpmate for him. And out of the ground, Yahweh by Yahweh Shai formed every beast of the field and every fowl of the air and brought them unto Adam to see what he would call them. And whatsoever Adam called every living creature, that was the name thereof. And Adam gave name to all cattle, and to the fowls of the air, and to every beast of the field. But Adam, there was not found a helpmate for him. And Yahweh by Yahweh Shai caused a deep sleep to fall upon Adam, and he slept. He took one of his ribs and closed up the flesh instead thereof, and the rib which Yahweh by Yahweh Shai had taken from man made he a woman and brought her unto man. And Adam said, it is now bone of my bone and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, because she was taken out of man. Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall be one flesh. And they were both naked, and man and his wife were not ashamed. So we looked up woman, adult female human, woman, female servant. So she was there to serve Adam. Female human being, wife, midwife, mistress of the household, housewife, trade woman of humble rank. Ruth 3:11. And now, my daughter, fear not. I will do to thee all that thou requirest. For all the city of my people know now that thou art a virtuous woman. Virtuous, high character, goodness, courage, worth, moral strength, good qualities, righteous, brave. So that's what a virtuous woman holds. She holds all these traits. She's of high character, goodness, courage. She has courage, worth, moral strength, good qualities, righteous and brave. Esther 1:20. And when the king decreed which he shall make shall be published throughout all his empire, for it is great. All the wives shall give to their husband honor, both to great and small. So we looked up honor. Honor is glory, renown, fame earned, dignity, distinction, position, victory, to do honor, show respect, esteem, revere, welcome present, to respect, follow. So all these things that a wife should do to their husband, small or great, great or small, you know, show him respect, follow him, you know, to do honor, you know, give him glory, Proverbs 11:16. A gracious woman retains honor. So we looked up gracious. Filled with Yahweh's grace, courtesy, pleasing, kind, friendly, favored, agreeable, enjoying, popular, acceptable, merciful. Then we looked up honor, glory, renown, fame, earn, to do honor, show respect, esteem, to respect. So a gracious woman retains all these things, She's filled with the Most High's grace. She's courtesy. She's pleasing. She's kind. She's friendly. She's favored. She's agreeable. She's popular. Yes. And she has honor. Fame earned, Proverbs 12:4. A virtuous woman is a crown to her husband. So a virtuous woman is a crown to her husband. And we looked up virtuous, a righteous, good qualities, good, high character, goodness, excellence, worth. She has worth. Having excellent moral qualities. Proverbs 31:10-12. Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies. The heart of her husband does safely trust in her, so that he shall have no need to spoil. She will do him good and not evil all the days of her life. So we looked up good. So, because she going to do him good and not evil. Good. She going to do him excellent. She going to do him fine. Valuable. Favorable. Beneficial. Righteous. She gonna do all these things to her husband, and what she's not gonna do is evil all the days of his life. She's not gonna do bad to him. She's not gonna do wickedness. She's not gonna do harm. She's not gonna do crime. She's not gonna be cruel. She's not gonna give him a disease. She's not gonna misfortune. She's not gonna give him a ugly, evil child, because some of these women gives their husband a ugly, evil child. Yes. But not a virtuous woman. Jeremiah 31:22. How long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For Yahweh by Yahweh Shai have created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man. And if Yahweh by Yahweh Shai said he created a new thing, it's nothing we can do to go around it. We can say, that, we the man of the house and all this, but if the Most High said the woman shall compass a man, it's nothing we can do. We can hold our ground and stay strong, but in a whole bunch of areas, she gonna compass us. So we looked up compass, limits. Some of our limits she's gonna compass us with. Some of us, we got felonies. So we can't do what she do, so she's going to compass us in boundaries, space, areas, extent, size, and some of the women, they are taller and bigger than man too, to go around, to pace out, extend, to contain, enclosed, plan, a step. So a step. They gonna make more steps than us. Because they gonna compass us. And if Yahweh by Yahweh Shai said it, you can bet your last wood nickel on it. Whether you like it or not. Luke 1:26-33. And the 6 months, and the angel Gabriel was sent from Yahweh by Yahweh Shai unto Yahweh unto a city of Galilee named Nazareth, to a virgin espoused to a man whose name was Joseph, of the house of David, and the virgin name was Mary. And the angel came unto her and said, Hail, thou art the highly favored. Yahweh is with thee. Blessed. We can even say Yahweh by Yahweh Shai is with thee, because Yahweh Shai was in her womb. So Yahweh by Yahweh Shai is with thee. Blessed art thou among women. And when she saw him, she was troubled at his saying, and cast in her mind what manner of solution this should be. And the angel said unto her, Fear not, Mary, for thou hast found favor with Yahweh by Yahweh Shai, and behold, thou shalt conceive in thy womb, and bring forth a son, and shall call his name Yahweh Shai. He shall be great, and shall be called the Son of the Highest. And Yahweh by Yahweh Shai shall give unto him the throne of his father David, and he shall reign over the house of Jacob forever. And of his kingdom there shall be no end. So he came out of a virtuous woman. Yes. And she was blessed art thou among women. She was blessed among women. Ephesians 5. So she was a virtuous woman. Ephesians 5:22-31. Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husband, unto Yahweh by Yahweh Shai, for the husband is the head of the wife, even as Yahweh Shai is the head of the church, and he is the Savior of the body. Therefore, as the church is subject unto Yahweh Shai, so let the wives be to their own husband in everything. Husband, love your wife, even as Yahweh Shai also loved the church and gave himself for it, that he might sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of water by the word, that he might present it to himself a glorious church, not having spot or wrinkle or any such thing, but that should be holy and without blemish. So ought men to love their wives in their own bodies. He that loveth his wife loveth himself, for no man ever yet hated his own flesh, but nourished it and cherished it, even as Yahweh by Yahweh Shai the church. For we are members of his body, of his flesh, and of his bone. For this cause shall a man leave his father and mother, and shall be joined unto his wife, and they two shall be one flesh. So we looked up submit. So he said, wives, submit yourself unto your husband. So submit means to place oneself under the control of another. So wives, you should place yourself under control of your husband. To yield oneself, lower. You gotta lower yourself towards your husband, even though he said he gonna make a new thing to a woman could pass a man. You lower yourself, to submit to your husband, let down, put under, reduce yourself to your husband. And then, for the husband is the head of the wife, even as Yahushua is the head of the church. So head means chief person, leader. So the man is the chief person in your life. He's the leader, he's the ruler. And Yahushua is the chief person in our life. He's the leader, he's the ruler, captain to be over, beyond one comprehension. Yahushua is that to us. So we're that to you, wife. We're to be over you. Be one beyond one comprehension. And then it says, subjects unto Yahushua. So let the wives be to their husband in everything. So we were subject, a person under control or dominion of another, especially a government or ruler, under, below, subdue, to place under, bind under, to make a person or a nation subject to another, by force, to lay open or exposed to. So to lay open or to expose to, the woman, she lays open and exposed herself to us. And, we lay open ourselves to Yahushua, and we are subdued by him we placed under Yahushua, Colossians 3:18. Wives, submit yourself unto your husband as it is fit in the Yahweh by Yahushua. So submit means lower, reduce, place yourself under the control. So place yourself under control of your husband. Titus 2:3-5. The aged woman likewise, that they be in behavior and become holiness, not false accusers, not given too much wine, teachers of good things, that they may teach the young woman to be sober, to love their husband, to love their children, to be discreet, chaste, keepers at the house, good, obedient to their own husband, that the word of Yahweh by Yahushua be not blasphemed. So you have to have all these characters for the word of the Most High to not be blasphemed. So we looked up behavior, mean conduct, manner, behave. So that's what you women, you aged woman likewise, be in behavior, so in your conduct, holiness, not false accusing. So your holiness means state of character of being holy. And teachers of good things. So teachers are active teaching. And it said to be discreet. We looked up discreet, moral, discerning, prudent, circumspect, civil, intelligent, distinguished, discerning, careful, distinguished, set apart, obedient. So that's what you need to do when you're discreet. You're sensible, you're intelligent, you discern, you're very careful. You know, you're set apart. You set apart from them whores, from them harlots, you know. You're not one of them. And obedient to their husband. So we look up obedient, willing to serve someone, willing to fulfill an obligation, to obey, to comply. You know, and we know these women these days, they don't want to obey or comply to their husband, but a virtuous woman will. First Peter 3:1-6. Likewise, ye wives, be in subjects to your own husband, that if any obey not the word, they also may without word be won by conversations of the wives, while they behold your chaste conversation coupled with fear, whose adorn let it not be that outward adorning of plaiting the hair, or of wearing of gold, or putting on apparel, but let it be the hidden man of the heart, in that which is not corruptible, even the ornaments of a meek and quiet spirit, which is the sight of Yahweh by Yahweh Shai of great price. For after this manner, in the whole time, the holy woman also who trusted in Yahweh by Yahweh Shai adored themselves, being in subjects unto their own husband, even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord, whose daughter ye are, as long as ye do well and are not afraid with any amazement. So we looked up Lord, because Sarah called him Lord. So he the master of a household, the ruler, superior, husband, keeper, guardian, watch out for. So that's what your husband is to you. You know, he's the master of the household. He's the ruler. He's superior. He's your husband. He's the keeper. He's the guardian. And he watches out for you. So we like to give all praises and glory to Barakadah Yahweh, Barakadah Yahweh Shai. You know, so brothers, you know, the lesson was, blessed is the man that has a virtuous wife. You know, and women out there, you know, if you're a virtuous wife, you know, you're a virtuous woman, you know, be that to your man, you know. Don't be that foul whore, you know, that harlot, you know. Be a virtuous woman to your husband. Shalom.